And we welcome you to downtown Tulsa at beautiful One Oak Field, where we are joined tonight by a very special guest, right-handed pitcher of the Dodgers organization, Nick Nastrini joins Dodger folks. And Nick, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's back all the way up. High school, Garrett Remaker at Cathedral High School, so very legendary coach there. He actually coached Austin Barnes, correct? He went to the same high school as Austin Barnes. He has Coach Remaker has a Cy Young winner and not a first rounder, but a #1 pick and a #2 pick. So how lucky was that, huh?
It was really, really nice playing for him. I mean, having coached all those legitimate guys, guys that have a pretty good track record in baseball, it was very nice knowing that I was in good hands there. Our pitching coach there was great too. I mean, they just overall got a great group of guys in my class. So it was very nice to be around such high-level baseball players at a young age.
So Austin Barnes went to that high school. Do you share any stories with him?
No, I did not. I haven't met him, but
yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be cool to meet him, but I've never met him. Never run into him for any alumni events or anything like that. So I look forward to meeting him.
Yeah, awesome. So you went from a legendary program at Cathedral, a legendary coach, and Coach Remaker, to one of the most legendary coaches in all of college baseball, who just absolutely has UCLA rolling, John Savage. And not only that, he's a pitching coach, one of the best ones in the country. So that was probably a great deal for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, getting recruited by him such early on in the process was very exciting for me and my family. I pretty much chose to go there because I wanted to win, and I felt like he gave me the best chance to succeed at that. And I mean, we didn't really get to the College World Series, but we had a pretty good team my freshman year in 19, and we had a pretty solid team in 20 before COVID shut everything down. In 21, we just couldn't close it out, but I mean, I really enjoyed my time there. I learned a lot, and I have nothing but great things to say about Coach Savage and the program.
Yep, so 4th round, 2021, and you become a Dodger. You're a Southern California boy, so I can only imagine what that was like for you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a dream come true. Being able to stay in Southern California, stay close to my family, my parents, that was very important to them, especially making the decision to go to UCLA. Being close to home, being able to go back home on off days, and whenever I really could, seeing my family was definitely a huge plus and very, very helpful for my family. So being able to do the same thing in professional baseball, I know we're in Oklahoma right now, but yeah, I mean, being able to end up in Los Angeles is going to be very, very, very fun for my family.
Yep. So this year, you've gotten moved up to AA, and every month, if you look at your statistics, your ERA has gotten better and better and better every year. So what have you done this year to get better?
I mean, it's really just a lot of work with our pitching coach in Great Lakes and our pitching development staff. Just as a whole in the minor leagues, we have a very good communication system between our coordinators, our minor league pitching coordinator Rob Hill. He was in constant communication with our pitching coach in Great Lakes. I mean, he's a pitching guru. He's going to be in baseball for quite a long time. I also have nothing but great things to say about Rob. He made the transition to pro ball incredible. So I thank him a bunch for that. But yeah, it was pretty much just constant communication, trying to get better, work on things. There was definitely some huge key points that we needed to work on early on in the season, that being in-zone breaking balls, and that's definitely a factor here. You got to be able to throw those breaking balls in the zone. So I mean, just being able to do that, working on understanding how to pitch guys, game planning aspect of it. Our pitching coach in Great Lakes, Dave Anderson, has done a great job with that. He's really molded a bunch of guys.
He's a student of the game.
Yeah, their thought process into going into getting guys out and going through a lineup multiple times has been a great help in doing that as well.
So you mentioned Rob Hill, you mentioned Dave Anderson, going down to Rancho Durno Linger, Ramon Troncoso. I never say that name right, so I have to slow down when I say it. And then Dave Anderson, they all coached together, on the same team in Rancho. And then now you're with Ryan Dennick, who coached with Dave Anderson too, so I would imagine the continuity is fantastic for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, the communication between them has been top notch. I mean, coming here from Great Lakes to Tulsa has been nothing but seamless. They had our pitching coach in Great Lakes, Dave, and Dennick have had a lot of communication about me, and I'm sure a bunch of the other guys as well.
Yeah.
So Dennick knew exactly what I was working on, exactly what cues worked for me, so I was able to communicate with our pitching coach in Great Lakes. So, I mean, it's been very seamless, to say the least.
So you mentioned the cues that work for you, and I'm glad you said that, because the Dodgers are an organization that they let you be you, don't they?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I've heard of a lot of horror stories of other organizations being very restrictive on what you can and cannot do. It's their way or the highway, and I'm very happy that it's not that way here. They just give you so much freedom to be you, and it's definitely it's a very productive feeling. You go into the day and you're able to do exactly what you need to do to get better, and they're also in communication with you. You tell them what you want to do that day, or like how you want to go about a week in between starts, and they're very communicative with that. So, I mean, I have nothing but great things to say about the organization, helping me grow as a baseball player.
Really cool experience. You just mentioned a minute ago that you're on a pitch countdown for this week.
Yeah.
You got to pitch on a mound tonight that is on hydraulics?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, when I actually showed up here for the first day, I think it was 2 weeks ago, two Mondays ago, I showed up and I was going to run poles because I had no one to play catch with. And the mound was under the ground, and I had to ask some people what was going on. But I guess I don't know what the soccer team is called here, but yeah, they play here, so it's pretty cool that they do that.
So the mound goes below the ground, and then it comes back up on hydraulics.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they were just breaking down the mound, but I guess it's on hydraulics, so they can bring it under the field.
That's amazing. So again, you're a fourth rounder, 2021. You're already in AA. You've been a fast mover through the organization. So take us through your goals.
I mean, obviously get to the big leagues as soon as I can. I obviously have a lot of work to do. Made a few mistakes tonight that aren't going to play at the next level for sure. So got a lot of work to do. But the goal is definitely to get to the big leagues as fast as I can.
So there's a lot of kids out there that want to be Nick Nastrini, and they want to get in the position you are where you're just a couple of steps away from reaching your goals and being in the major leagues. What's your message for them?
Just play the game. Have a lot of fun with it. Make sure you find what you love about the game and just ride with that, because you don't want to get in the pro ball and create this or treat it like a job. You want to treat it like you're still having fun, like playing like a kid. I feel like mentally that's kind of what I had to learn throughout the season went along. I kind of treated it as my job early on, and that may be a reason why I progressed rather quickly throughout the season. Just I've treated it like I was a kid again. Like I'm playing football in my backyard with my little brother, and that's always how I try to pitch. Like, all right, let's like try to throw this crazy big sweeper here to my little brother. So I kind of just like try to imagine that when I'm on the field. So that's my biggest piece of advice, is just try to act like a kid for as long as you can.
You know, I talked to Michael Bush about a month ago, and I mentioned, well, how are you such a good hitter? And he goes, it's all the wiffle ball I played in the backyard as a kid. So I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Hey, one last thing for me. You know, you got to go from Austin Chubb, who's just absolutely first class, to Henny. You know, Henny is very well loved here, so talk about those two.
I mean, I've had nothing but phenomenal managers in professional baseball so far. Playing for John Shoemaker off the bat in Rancho, that was unbelievable.
What's it like playing for him? I have not talked to anybody about him yet. What's it like playing for him?
He is the greatest person to have at that level, because he's such a good person to learn from, and you really learn how to play the game.
Kind of nurtures you.
Yeah, exactly. He just nurtures you from the ground up. And I have nothing but phenomenal things to say about him. The Dodgers organization, just like, from top to bottom, I have nothing but great things to say about the organization as a whole. But playing for Chubb, I mean, Shoemaker, then the Chubb, he's a little kid out there playing the game. I mentioned that a little while ago, but he's a phenomenal guy to play for. He's definitely good at keeping you relaxed.
Very prepared.
Very extraordinarily prepared. It's just an overall good environment to play with him. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about playing for him. And then Henny, I mean, I love how intense he is. It's honestly my favorite thing, because like he'll come in after like, I don't know, like giving up a bloop single or giving up a bomb. He's like, all right, yeah, keep going. So he's definitely very animated and very, very into the game, and I love that. I mean, that's all you want, is someone that's going to fight for you on the field. So I love playing for him so far too.
He makes the ball out, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
All right, Nick Nastrini, I can't thank you enough for joining Dodger Poke, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.